Good afternoon, Edukampyons. May we please request everyone to find your seats and settle down. We will be starting our program momentarily. Thank you.
Since 1968, the Private Education Assistance Committee, or PEAC, trustee of the Fund for Assistance to Private Education, has been an effective partner of government and the private education sector in operationalizing the complementarity between private and public schools towards an integrated Philippine education system that will benefit the Filipino learners. In recognition of the valuable contribution of the private education sector to the country's development, the Fund for Assistance to Private Education, or FAPE, a permanent and irrevocable trust fund for the programs of assistance to private education, was established on November 5, 1968 through Executive Order 156, Series of 1968, which also constituted the PEAC. The PEAC is composed of the Secretary of the Department of Education as the ex officio chair and a representative each from the National Economic Development Authority, Catholic Educational Association of the Philippines, Philippine Association of Colleges and Universities, and Association of Christian Schools, Colleges, and Universities. For the development of private education in the country, the PEAC fulfills its roles as funder, advocate, partner, and enabler. A national secretariat headed by an executive director implements the policies, programs, and initiatives of the PEAC for private education. The PEAC is also present in 16 regions through its regional secretariats. Presidents of credible private educational institutions and associations in the regions are invited by the PEAC to become regional program directors and to host the regional secretariats in their respective institutions. The regional program directors designate regional program coordinators for the day-to-day operations of the regional secretariats. To ensure the growth of FAPE and its other funds, the PEAC constituted an investment advisory group and has engaged external fund managers whose performance is reviewed regularly. The PEAC has also provided assistance to public policy development and advocacy initiatives that support the improvement and sustainability of the private education sector. It worked with the sector for the passage of a landmark piece of legislation that is anchored on the principle of complementarity in the Philippine education system, which the Philippine Constitution has long recognized. In 1989, Republic Act No. 6728, or the Government Assistance to Students and Teachers in Private Education, or GASPE, was legislated. GASPE, which was amended by Republic Act No. 8545 in 1998, institutionalized government assistance to private education in the country. The PEAC was involved in the development of the Education Service Contracting, or ESC, one of the programs identified by the GASPE law, from piloting a scheme which was a precursor to the ESC in 1982 to 1986, to implementing the ESC in 1986 to 1991, and from 1996 up to the present. Given the track record of the PEAC in program management, the Department of Education continues to contract the PEAC to co-implement the ESC, the In-Service Training or INSET, and thereafter the Senior High School Voucher Program when Republic Act 10533 expanded the beneficiaries of DepEd's GASPE program to learners in grades 11 and 12. The PEAC has the following responsibilities in the GASPE program: orientation for participating schools, certification of VSC schools, SHS voucher application, processing of billing statements, monitoring, resolving cases of schools with adverse findings, regular meetings and consultations with stakeholders, research and data gathering, and in-service training for junior high school and senior high school administrators and teachers. The Commission on Higher Education and UNIFAS Board also engaged the PEAC to co-implement the Tertiary Education Subsidy, or TES program for private higher education institutions in academic year 2019 to 2020. The TES is one of the programs under Republic Act No. 10931 or the Universal Access to Quality Tertiary Education Act. The PEAC is accredited as a continuing professional development provider by the Professional Regulation Commission. Training programs designed and implemented by the PEAC have been awarded CPD credit units by the PRC, which participants can use for the renewal of their professional licenses. It also supports research that will help the private education sector improve educational delivery and its implementation of government subsidy programs at the school level. The efficiency of the PEAC to implement programs on a national scale is further strengthened with its development and management of systems to handle various processes: Enterprise Information System, Information Management System, Voucher Management System, Online Voucher Application Portal, Certification System, Program Monitoring System, Training and Development System, and TES Management System. The PEAC also implements its own programs for the private education sector, the assistance to programs and initiatives to reform education for private educational associations, the research for school improvement towards excellence for private school administrators and teachers writing their thesis and dissertation, the dissemination assistance to research and education for school administrators and faculty members who will present their papers in international conferences abroad, the Leading for Educational Achievement Program for private schools working on their areas for improvement towards PEAC certification, the Rethinking Education Championing and Accelerating School Transformation for private schools making the transition to online learning, the Philippine Education Research Journal for decision makers, policymakers, and practitioners in education, and the Philippine Education Conference and the PEAC Educational Leadership Series, or LEADER, for school leaders and other training programs that address the needs of the sector. Recognizing the efficiency, diversity, and innovativeness of the private schools in achieving quality in Philippine education, the PEAC is committed to promoting private education as an integral part of our education system.
Taon-taon, tuwing dumarating ang pasukan, ang palaging tanong ng nakararami ay, handa ba tayo?
Kakulangan ng silid-aralan sa ilang eskwelahan, sinalubong ng mga estudyante sa unang araw ng pasukan.
Sapat ba ang ating mga pangangailangan para mas makapagbahagi ng kaalaman sa bawat kabataan? Ngunit taon-taon din, sa kabila man ng mga hamon na dumarating, sama-sama natin itong tinutugunan sa abot ng ating kakayanan. Hanggang sa
hati ang opinyon ng nakararami sa pagpapatupad ng distance learning dahil sa mga problema gaya ng mabagal na internet connection at kakulangan ng gadget na maaaring gamitin sa pag-aaral.
Naging usap-usapan yung pag-delay muna ng pasukan hanggang sa susunod na taon kung kailan mas handa ang mga bata, mga magulang, teacher at mga paaralan. Marami man ang tutol sa pagbabalik eskwela, may mga solusyon at paraan na maaari nating gamitin para ituloy ang pagpapalawak ng kaalaman. Sa panahong nailagay sa panganib ang pagpapakalat ng karunungan sa mga kabataan, atin pa ding ginagampanan ang ating pangako para patuloy na itaas ang antas ng ating edukasyon sa panahon man ng pandemya. Ika nga, learning should never stop. Anumang pagsubok, kaya nating lagpasan basta sama-sama.
Nagtatanong, natutuwa, lumalawak ng mundo niya. Masdan mo siya, namamangha, marami nang nagagawa.
Ramdam ko kung gaano kalaki ang effort ng mga guro para lang maibahagi ang nalalaman nila sa mga bata. Doble ang hirap nila sa paghahanda.
Mas nakikita ko ngayon yung paikisa ng mga magulang, yung involvement nila, para maitawid namin ang kaalaman para sa mga bata. Mas tumibay ang partnership namin to make home study work.
Malaking bagay sa akin itong barangay handbook. Mas lalo kong naiintindihan ang pangangailangan ng aking mga nasasakupan. Lalo na ngayon, nasa gitna tayo ng isang malawakang krisis. Nakakatulong din ito sa kung paano namin minamanage ang peace and order sa bawat lugar ng aming barangay. Sinisiguro din namin na mabahagi sa bawat barangay tanod at mga volunteer health workers ang aming mga natutunan sa pamamagitan ng mga seminars at counseling.
Since sa ibang bansa nagtatrabaho si Mama at Papa, sinisigurado ko na nasusubaybayan ko ang kapatid ko sa kanyang online classes. Ginagawan ko ng paraan para maturuan siya sa kanyang mga lessons at mga assignment. Mahirap sa umpisa, but I need to step up para sa kinabukasan niya.
Noong panahong nangyari ang pandemya, nahinto ang mga negosyo, nagsipakulong ang mga tao, tumigil ang ating mundo. Kaalaman lamang ang muling magpapabalik nito. Karunungan para muling maibalik ang buhay ng tao.
Sa aming ika-70 taon, handog namin ay pasasalamat sa lahat ng mga naging kasapi sa misyong maging gabay ng bawat batang Pilipino tungo sa kanilang mga mithiin. Mula sa bawat individual na bahagi ng REX na patuloy tumutugon sa kanilang tungkulin sa kabila ng pandemya, hanggang sa inyong mga tagapagtaguyod ng edukasyon na patuloy na pagsuporta, tayong lahat sama-sama.
Hawak kamay, ang pag-asa, gagabayan kita dahil para sa bata, aking pagsisikap. Para sa bata, aking hangad at pag-asa. Pangarap ko'y kung anong pangarap niya. Buong puso ko, buong puso ko, buong puso ko, para sa bawat bata. Para sa bata, para sa bata.
Go! Junior! Hoy, Junior! Junior! And then, di ba may assignment ka na dapat ipasa ngayong hapon? Ako muna dyan, hoy! Ako muna. Sige na. Nagsisimula na yung basketball. Yan! Ano ba, Junior? Umayos ka na. Huwag kang pahara-hara dyan.
Ma'am, excuse ako.
Oh, nabasa ko na yung case study.
Nakikita niyo, may meeting ako dito. Nakakahiya.
Ito, sa revised penal code. Tumahimik kayo dyan. Hoy! Hindi na tayo
Doon ka na.
Siya na. Okay ka lang?
Pipi.
Bakit?
Naman ka ba? Bakit di mo nagagawa assignment mo? Nagagawa sa amin, kumopya ka lang eh. Ano nangyari, anak?
Anak, ano nangyari sa'yo?
Let us all rise for the invocation, followed by the Philippine National Anthem.
In respectful presence of our brothers and sisters across boundaries and faiths, let us all join in prayer and worship and gratitude and for guidance. Almighty and eternal God, we thank you for the gift of life and all its joys. We thank you for today, for all its challenges, in all its splendor. We thank you for the gift of one another. O God of infinite mercy and wisdom, only in unity with your will can all our toils have true meaning. Transform us into willing and able stewards of this world and its future. Bring us together to work with understanding and compassion. As we toil and grow weary, we pray for renewed strength and resolve. As we experience pain and sorrow, let us be reminded of untold good beyond. As we see pain and suffering, let us be instruments of your peace and extensions of your loving and healing hands. As we gather here today, bless us all that our collective knowledge be tempered and guided by your wisdom. Grant us clarity of vision to see the common good amidst all distractions. Endow us with humility and purity of heart to transcend all differences and reservations. When we leave this gathering, let us be the change we seek. As we endeavor to practice what we learn, let us be the good we want to see in others. As we work for our learners and their future, let it be that your will be done. In solemn silence, let us conclude with our own personal prayer.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Kayang magiliw, helas ng sinangalan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuyag ka ng magiting, sa mandulupin, di ka pasisingil, sa nagatak tutok sa simoy at sa langit mong pagaw, ay hinatang tula, kawin sa pagkayang minamahal. Ang isang ng matawad mo'y tagumpay na nag-iingin, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may di magtitingin. Luman ang araw ng walhati pagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo. Ang hindi kaya na pagkay mga aking, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
You may now take your seats. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, I'm so grateful to see everyone here complete, safe, and healthy. It was indeed a very shaky morning we all had, right? And we're also blessed to be here, making it here today for our program, safe and sound. And of course, we're also praying for the same safety and security of everyone here in the Philippines. But right now, before we start, I'd like to acknowledge first the presence of the following right here with us physically. We have here the Chief Executive Officer of Rex Education, none other than Mr. Don Timothy Buhain. We also have Mr. Algin A. Darilag, PhD RNTRN Commissioner, Commission in Higher Education, together with Ma'am Maricel Darilag. Judge Benjamin D. Turgano, President, Association of Christian Schools, Colleges, and Universities. Of course, we also have Ms. John Marie F. Tordesillas, Director for Marketing, Rex Bookstore, Inc. We also have here with us Mr. Diosdado M. San Antonio, Undersecretary for Curriculum and Instruction, Department of Education. Dr. Fe Juarez, Executive Vice President, Capital University, is also here with us. Dr. Ryan Glenn Narvasa, Dean of College of Education, Capital University. We also have here Reverend Father Roberto Ezequiel N. Rivera, S.J., President, Ateneo de Naga University. And of course, we also have Miss Evelyn B. Amaro, Director of Office of Admission and Aid, Ateneo de Naga University. Hello, ladies and gents. Thank you so much for joining us today. And right now, everyone, let's get the ball rolling. We are coming live here from the Rex Knowledge Center and live via Zoom, Facebook, and YouTube. Once again, hello to our online audiences. Thank you so much for tuning in to us this afternoon. All right, everyone, right now, to our esteemed guests right here, dear educators and leaders, Edukampyons from all over the country, welcome to the very first PEAC Rex Edukampyon Scholar para sa Kinabukasan presentation of Edukampyon Scholars and awarding of scholarship grants. I am Robin Ambayan and I'll be your host today as we chart the course of what we hope to be an impactful contribution to Philippine education. Today, everyone, we take one momentous step into the future of education. We take one great leap for all the teachers who labor and offer their hearts to teach every child and help them become lifelong learners. As one community, we take one bold move in encouraging the best and the brightest students to work with us and become part of this noble profession that creates all other professions. You know what, everyone? PEAC Rex Edukampyon Scholar para sa Kinabukasan was born for this exact purpose, to uplift teacher education so we may create that ripple effect in strengthening the quality of education that we have here in the Philippines. And this is why your presence here today with us and your overwhelming support from the educators tuning in to us live stream from all over the country, they mean so much to us. Thank you so much for championing education for our learners and for our nation. Maraming salamat po. You know what? This early, can you please all give yourselves a big round of applause, everyone. Maraming salamat for all your hard work and effort for our lifelong learners, all of our Edukampyons. And right now, everyone, without further ado, let's start today's celebration. Let's give our warmest welcome to a member of the Scholarship Steering Committee and the Chief Executive Officer of Rex Education, none other than Mr. Don Timothy Buhain.
Good afternoon, everyone. To our guests here at Rex Knowledge Center, thank you for making time for this momentous occasion. To our partners in learning who are tuned in live across the nation, thank you for your support and dedication. Welcome to our celebration as we continue to champion education. It warms my heart to see everyone gathered today here at Rex and those online. This endeavor has been months in the making, and we are humbled and grateful to finally see the fruits of our labor through the inaugural batch of scholars under the PEAC Rex Edukampyon Scholar para sa Kinabukasan program. Rex and PEAC started this initiative in October last year. In our minds and hearts, we wanted to celebrate how noble the teaching profession is and how crucial our teacher in building the next generation of thinkers and leaders of our nation. The reality is that the road is long and arduous. That's why we have to do it together. Today, we take another significant step, one of the many we are determined to take for our teachers of tomorrow. We will succeed as Edukampyon when we all work together, grow in number, and labor with enthusiasm, even in the face of enormous challenges, for a common goal: to help empower the teacher of today, support and inspire the teacher of tomorrow, and encourage more to join us in our movement. This is why we are so grateful to have the support of everyone who helped us take this momentous step in the future of Philippine education. To our partners from PEAC and members of the steering committee, whose meeting of the minds has helped set the course for this noble endeavor. Ms. Rodora Angela Ferrer, Executive Director of the Philippine Education Assistance Committee. Dr. Esther Ojena, Founding Chair and President of the ASEAN Teacher Network Education. Thank you for all the efforts and invaluable insights. To our advisory board, whose guidance has been priceless in helping us fine-tune this program, Commissioner Aldrin Darilag, PhD RMT, RN, of the Commission of Higher Education, Dr. Chito Salazar, President of FINMA, Judge Benjamin Turgano, President of the Association of Christian Schools, Colleges and Universities, John, my cousin, Chief Marketing Officer of Rex Education, Brother Dads, Undersecretary of Curriculum, hindi ko kaya sabihin. Sila na lang magsabi. Undersecretary of Curriculum and Instruction of the Department of Education. Thank you for sharing your time and experience with us. To our Center of Excellence partners, Ateneo de Naga and Capital University, your support and trust in the program have been overwhelming. May we all be more inspired by your hard work and heart of these two universities to uplift teacher education and ultimately uplift Philippine education. The journey has been fulfilling thus far, leading us to this very moment. But this is just the bright beginning for every Edukampyon scholar. This is the sun rising and shining on our mission to nurture every child for lifelong learning through quality education with the guiding hands of our beloved teachers. We hope that by starting the momentum, more will follow suit. We hope that our fellow Edukampyons across the globe resonate with our heart for the Filipino learner and step up in helping our mission see fruition. Our dream is for every Filipino to be championing education in mind and heart. And we at Rex vow that the PEAC Rex Edukampyon Scholar ng Kinabukasan is just one of the many initiatives we will launch and advance with our partner schools and educators. Together we are stronger. Together we will realize this dream. To all Edukampyons here with us today, again, from the bottom of our hearts, maraming salamat po. To our dear scholars today, teachers tomorrow, congratulations and our good wishes on your journey. Have a blessed day, everyone.
Thank you very much, Mr. Don Timothy Buhain. All right, thank you for your inspiring words and message of thanks. You know what? I love what Sir Don has said earlier. This is indeed a meeting of the minds. We are truly proud to be part of this noble endeavor that is the Edukampyon Scholar para sa Kinabukasan Scholarship Program. Now, before we move on, everyone, I'd like to acknowledge first the presence as well of the following. We also have here with us Ms. Rodora Angela Ferrer, Executive Director of PEAC. Good afternoon, ma'am. Yusek Justado San Antonio, Undersecretary for Curriculum and Instruction of the Department of Education. There, I said it. We also have here Dr. Esther B. Ojena, former president of the Philippine Normal University and former president as well of the DOST. Good afternoon, ma'am. All right, everyone, right now, moving on to give us a glimpse of the meaningful journey that Rex and PEAC undertook to get us here today. Let us all turn our attention to the screen for a very short video, followed by, of course, a presentation by Ms. Doris Ferrer, member of the Scholarship Steering Committee and Executive Director of PEAC. Let's all watch this.
Last October 5, 2021, the Private Education Assistance Committee, or PEAC, and Rex Education launched the PEAC Rex Edukampyon Scholar para sa Kinabukasan, a program that aims to strengthen the quality of teachers in the country by seeking out, encouraging, and supporting the best and the brightest senior high school students to take teacher education programs in the priority areas of mathematics and sciences. The scholarship grants under this program will endeavor to have qualified students as scholars of chosen Centers of Excellence, or COE, by the Commission on Higher Education, or CHED. With this, PEAC and Rex hope to create a ripple effect, inspire other institutions to follow suit, help develop more quality teachers in the future, and contribute to nation building.
When Don and I started talking about this program, and we were saying that, PEAC and Rex Education have a lot of in-service training programs and professional development initiatives. We felt that we could do more, and realizing that teacher quality is the single most important school-related factor for student achievement, we thought, why not a scholarship program in teacher education for areas where data also shows that there's a dearth for qualified teachers: physics, chemistry, biology, and math.
Very few of higher education institutions in the country produce the needed quality and number of teachers in mathematics and science.
There's a huge demand for good, high-quality, committed teachers in this country. We need about 800,000 teachers every year to service all of our 25+ million students.
From the point of view alone on supply and demand for quality teachers in these areas, we will continue to suffer in international assessments given the country's limitations in these critical areas.
The Philippines is in a learning crisis. We have underperformed severely in many of the international tests, showing that our kids are way behind other kids around the world and way behind where they should be in terms of learning. I think we're showing, for example, that our grade 12 graduates are graduating with only a grade 6 competency in the main areas of reading, math, and science.
As the data have shown, there is an urgent need to support the learning of students from basic education to the tertiary level so we can improve their performance and be competitive global citizens.
We have a long way to go, and we really must do something to address this learning crisis.
Like what they say, with great power comes great responsibility. Teaching is a profession that has the power and the influence to inspire the grooming of the greatest artists, doctors, and innovators. So it is essential as Edukampyon to look into how we can advance and strengthen the quality of teachers and educational instructors so they can continue grooming competent citizens of the future.
Key to an improved learning system really is the quality of our teachers. In many ways, I think, and actually to a large extent, the quality of our system is dependent on the quality of our teachers.
And so with all of those conversations, we now have PEAC, Rex Edukampyon, Scholar para sa kinabukasan.
The world is volatile, uncertain, complex, ambiguous. And as we face different challenges, it is critical to have a strong human capital for survival, growth, and sustainability of every nation. Developing the country's human resource stems from a good foundation through education. Education is not only about content and curriculum, but also equally about the profession that makes our learning experience even more valuable: our teachers. In order to advance teacher quality, we need to recruit the best and the brightest if we want to improve from where we are now. PEAC Rex Edukampyon Scholar para sa kinabukasan.
We want to champion teacher education. We want to make teaching an attractive proposition for our young. And at the same time, we want to provide an undergraduate scholarship program in these areas: physics, chem, biology, and math, in partnership with private higher education institutions that are considered centers of excellence or centers of development of the Commission on Higher Education, and at the same time ensure that the program will have a very strong values formation program so that our scholars, our grantees, will have a very strong sense of social responsibility.
The PEAC Rex Edukampyon Scholar para sa kinabukasan will be a very big contribution in honing the best and the brightest teachers of our country. With these teachers, we will also be able to develop 21st century skills in our learners, especially in the field of math and science, where we can anchor a lot of professions in the future.
We all agree that the quality of teachers facilitating learning has to do a lot in making sure that the quality of education itself is also improved. So any intervention that is designed to provide the Department of Education with better inputs in terms of teachers will truly be a welcome contribution from the stakeholders. That's why we are very grateful to the PEAC and the Rex Edukampyon para sa kinabukasan for doing this initiative.
The Commission is united with PEAC and Rex Bookstore Incorporated in proposing significant and relevant solutions that will catalyze the capacity development of our future teachers. We support the education transformational agenda of the PEAC Rex Edukampyon project, along with its initiatives and programs for the technological and management care to our scholars.
We seek for the best and brightest to work with us. commit to the profession, and start creating a ripple effect as we enhance teachers' quality today. This small act that we are doing at present can have a great impact on all of our futures. So we hope you can join us in this endeavor. Invest in our teachers to be today so we can enjoy a bright and progressive tomorrow.
Today, we mark another milestone in this journey as we present the first batch of our Edukampyon scholars. May their journey inspire us to continue to give support and join hands to give back to the teaching profession the highest honor and prestige it deserves. May this program rekindle our aspiration of bettering lives through education. This is PEAC Rex Scholar para sa kinabukasan.
Okay, we are going to continue with the story of this scholarship program. I think the video provided the background and the story, of the backstory before we did the launch last October 5 and today's milestone event when we award the scholarship grant to our first batch of PEAC Rex Edukampyon scholars. Magandang hapon sa lahat ng nasa Facebook Live, both PEAC and Rex Education. Magandang hapon sa inyo lahat. Of course, good afternoon to those who are here. They were all mentioned earlier. We're very happy to see all of you, the members of the advisory board, the steering committee, the presidents of our partner institutions, Father Robert of Ateneo de Naga University, Dr. Fe Juarez of Capital University. We still would like to acknowledge the president of AUF, Dr. Joseph Angeles, and the president of Holy Angel University, Dr. Leo Valdez, for also giving us their intention to partner with us. It is just that, as the story goes, it's rather difficult to look for grantees. I also would like to especially mention the members of the secretariats of both PEAC and Rex, Presi and Mark from the PEAC, Anne and Levy from Rex Education, and of course the entire working committee of Rex for this very beautiful event. So the video already showed us how it started. It was in April 2021 when we had lunch, right? Don, Dr. Ohen, and myself. We apparently had the same dream. We wanted to have a scholarship program at the undergraduate level for the science and math teacher ed programs because we know, even without the data from Dr. Ahena, that we really have a dearth of qualified teachers in science and math. And so with that dream, in April, we had another lunch and I think another online meeting until eventually we said, let's get this done. And so we invited members of the advisory board. But prior to that, of course, I got the approval from the PEAC. And with us this afternoon is Judge Ben Torgano, president of AXCU, who sit in the PEAC and eventually was a member of our advisory board, Dr. Chita Salazar, former Undersecretary of DepEd, Dad San Antonio, Commissioner Aldrin Darilag, sitting commissioner in the Commission of Higher Education, and John Tordesillas. So we met with the advisory group, the steering committee met, and eventually we were ready for our launch. That happened in October 5, 2021, in time for World Teachers Day. That's when we did the launch. Some of the videos and footages you saw came from that launch, after which we presented the program to HEIs, Centers of Excellence. So we were selling the program. Buti na lang may bumili, Capital University, Ateneo de Naga University, Holy Angel, and Angeles University Foundation. And then after that, we started looking for our grantees. We finalized our guidelines. We confirmed the participation of our selected HEIs, all centers of excellence. They designated, or they actually have designated scholarship coordinators. Dean Ryan is here from Capital University, Ma'am Evelyn from ADNU. They worked very hard to look for grantees. We signed our MOA last March 21, 2021, after which the steering committee came together again
to deliberate on those applicants nominated by our partner institutions. So this afternoon, we have a very important event. We have 14 grantees for a first batch of PAC Rex Edukampyon scholars. We are awarding them this afternoon. And at the same time, we are here on site to celebrate together as a family, PAC and Rex education. We also would like to say that if you listen to the video, we were saying that this is not just a scholarship program that we are envisioning, but we wanted to have a very strong values formation component. So we'd like to announce that on August 12 and 13, we actually will have an orientation program for the grantees and their parents. We'll invite them over here in Manila, also at the REAP Center of Rex Education, for 1.5 days of formation and community and sharing and just coming together, because we think that is a very important, part of the scholarship program as we envision these students to be a critical mass in the future of qualified, best and the brightest science and math teachers. So before I end the overview or a cuento of our journey, I would like to end with a visualization exercise for all of us. Those who are online and those who are here inside the hall. You don't have to close your eyes for this. And if everyone's ready, let us begin. I'd like you to imagine a world where there is no such thing as the internet. A world where your favorite movie, book, or song had never been made, where everything you've ever consumed or enjoyed in the last 10 years does not exist. Would you want to live in a world like that? The world I just described is a world without dreamers. When you think about it, the world is built on dreams. From the most advanced technology that makes our lives easier and more convenient, down to our favorite food, everything around us has been made possible because someone dreamed them to be so. Someone dreamed of a way for us to connect with one another. Someone dreamed of never-before-tried combinations of flavors. Regardless if it brings about exponential change or not, regardless if it radically transforms the lives of millions or hundreds, each new dream that is realized moves society. This scholarship program is our dream. And today, we share it with you. We share it with 14 young dreamers. Magandang hapon sa inyo lahat.
Truly, what a humbling moment it is to be a part of something that will impact not only our students of today, but also the future of Philippine education. Maraming salamat. Thank you so much. That was Miss Doris Ferrer. Of course, everyone, the PEAC Rex Edukampyon Scholar para sa kinabukasan will not be possible without the support of our Centers of Excellence, or the COEs, our partners, who have been elevating teacher education in the whole country. Right now, to present the certificates of recognition to our partner schools, let us welcome a member of the Scholarship Steering Committee, former president of the Philippine Normal University and former president of the DOST Science Education Institute, none other than Dr. Esther B. Ojena.
Good afternoon to everyone. Special greetings to my colleagues in the steering committee, the dreamers of this program, Mr. Don Buhain and Ms. Doris Ferrer. Also to the advisory committee, to the steering committee, Dr. Dads San Antonio, Commissioner Aldrin Darilao. While he's not here, I'd like to mention the name of Dr. Chito Salazar, Judge Benjamin Turgano. Thank you so much for coming. And of course, the last but not the least, our colleague, Ms. Jan Tordesillas. to the presidents of Ateneo de Naga University and Capital University and their respective coordinators, thank you for coming. In behalf of the steering committee of the scholarship program, I'd like to thank you for seriously participating in this program. We have identified 4 centers of excellence for the program, but we really sincerely thank the 2 institutions, as I mentioned, Ateneo de Naga University and Capital University, for going through the process and being able to identify the first batch of scholars for this program. Without much ado, we shall award this afternoon the scholarships to those 2 centers of excellence, and I'd like to call in to give the awards. I'd like to call in Mr. Don Buhain and Ms. Doris Ferrer to hand in the certificates of award for the scholarships. May we call them in? Scholars, this is a very important event for you. We know that you are viewing the Facebook Live, and now we are giving the awards for you through your presidents. May we call in the president of Ateneo de Naga University to receive the scholarship awards for the institution. Father Roberto Rivera. Congratulations, Father, and Ateneo de Naga University. Capital University with Dr. Fe Juarez, representing the President, Dr. Casimero Juarez. Congratulations to Ateneo de Naga University and Capital University. At this point, we will request the President of Ateneo de Naga University to name the scholars. And can we call you up on stage, Father Robert? Father Robert. Can you mention the name of the scholars who are listening to you at Facebook Live?
So once again, on behalf of the Ateneo de Naga University, we would like to thank PEAC, Rex, Edukampyon for this wonderful opportunity given to our scholars, no, whom I will name now. No? I hope our scholars make full use of this opportunity that has been given you to truly be light of the world, salt of the earth, for future generations of students to come. So our scholars are, first, Lelian Joy Alegre, Major in Science. Jaila Mir Dangka, Major in Science. Rachel May Liagas, major in science. April Mariela Nieves, major in science. Maya Niña Enimedes, major in science. Sheila May Segura, major in science. Denise Angela Rebueno, major in science. Cassandra Jean Alvarez, major in science. Maria Bernadette Jane Aguay, major in science. Florence Pangilinan, major in mathematics. And finally, Jassy Mary Saison, major in mathematics. Thank you very much. Salamat po, Asidja Mabalos.
Diyos Mabalos, Father Robert. Now we shall call in the Executive Vice President of Capital University, Dr. Juarez, to announce the scholars at the Capital University.
Yes, first of all, Capital University or CU is grateful to be part of this tripartite program of PEAC, REX, Edukampyon, Edukampyon Scholar para sa kinabukasan. We have 3 scholars, Jenica Diaz, BS Ed major in mathematics. James Elvin Ipulan, also BS Ed Math. Maria Ruth Lindawan, BS Ed Math. Yes, 2 of the scholars come from Bukidnon and 1 from Misamis Oriental. 1 was a working student while in high school, and 2 belong to families who are recipients of 4 Ps. So thank you very much on behalf of the scholars rather.
There you have it, everyone. Again, congratulations to our new sets of scholars. A round of applause, everybody, for all of them. Congratulations. And of course, thank you so much once more to Dr. Esther Ojena. And thank you as well to Reverend Father Roberto Ezequiel and Rivera SJ. And congratulations to our scholars from the Ateneo de Naga University and Capital University. Once again, a round of applause, everybody. Congratulations to our new sets of scholars. And thank you as well. Thank you very much for Capital University, the Executive Vice President, Dr. Fe Juarez. Thank you so much, everyone. All right now, before we proceed to the end of our program, I'd like to call here on stage all of the Board of Trustees for a quick photo opportunity. Right here on stage. Once again, congratulations to the inaugural batch of scholars of the PEAC Rex Edukampyon Scholar para sa Kinabukasan. Our new sets of scholars will now be shown once more on your screens. All right, everyone. A round of applause again to our new set of scholars, everybody. To our partner COEs, our steering committee right here, and everyone who has been instrumental in the launch of this scholarship program. Once again, thank you so much for your support and commitment as Edukampyons. Our journey together continues. Let's be ready to take more steps as Edukampyons as we help this profession realize the greatest of its potential to teach and contribute to an even brighter future for our lifelong learners. The good that we do today truly echoes far into the next generations. And may this celebration, everyone, celebrate and remind us that the time to act is now for every Filipino whole learner, for the future of Philippine education, and most importantly, for our nation. Mabuhay po tayong lahat. And with that, can we all give ourselves a big round of applause, everybody, for your efforts and hard work for all of our Edukampyons. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon again. This is Robin Ambayan. Thank you for joining us. Good afternoon, and may God bless us all. Thank you, everybody. To all of you joining us here live, thank you so much, of course, for being here with us physically. I know we're still in the middle of the pandemic, and again, thank you for gathering here. As Sir Don Timothy said earlier, this is indeed a meeting of the minds, but right now, I think you're all hungry. Am I right? All right, everyone, to our guests right here at the Rex Auditorium, dinner is now ready to be served at the function rooms right outside of our room. We hope you enjoy your meal with a warm company of friends and your colleagues. Once again, thank you for joining us, everybody, and stay safe.
Record